Today we are playing a deck with a very unique win con. It's called Poison Counters, and this is going to be a Sultai Deathtouch tribal list because Finn the Fangbearer is the card we built this deck around. And if you guys don't know, Finn allows us to put poison counters onto our opponent every single time we land a shot with a Deathtouch creature. Now, if we can get 10 of those poison counters onto our opponent, we win the game. So of course we're going to try to go wide the best we can with some of the best Deathtouch creatures we can find. But if that fails, we do have a secondary win con with the security bypass. This card is going to allow us to get one of our creatures through their defenses every single time, making it unblockable. And now you might be thinking, well, what about removal? Well, what's great about Sultai is it gives you access to some of the best and cheapest instant speed protection spells you can ask for. So we should be able to protect our Finn or whatever Deathtouch creature we may need to win the game. But this deck is a lot of fun, and surprisingly we won a lot of games with poison counters, so I'm sure you're going to enjoy today's video, so stay tuned. And there will be a full deck breakdown as well as analysis at the very end of the video, so stick around for that. And in the meantime, there is a link in the description below for the full deck list. And if you guys enjoy content just like this, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button as well as the subscribe button, it is a free way to help grow and support the channel. With that being said, enjoy the games, guys. We'll see you at the end. Peace. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very interesting list for you guys today. Today's list is going to be a Finn deck. Finn is a card that I didn't really fully believe in myself, if I'm being honest, for a long time. But now that we have things like security bypass, I'm interested. I'm very interested in trying to keep Finn alive and then also protect it with things like Tamiyo safekeeping as well as slip out the back. I think it'd be a lot of fun. This is a good, I mean, it's a good hand, but we need other tools. I'm hoping we can get there. We'll see. We will see. Wish me luck. We're gonna need it. Gonna need it. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Let's get this in, start dealing those poison counters, and we're looking good. All right, what do we got here? So opponent's running 5-color deck probably. They play green as their second play though, so they probably don't have something to remove these with. Nope. Okay, good. Which means we get to untap with Tamiyo safekeeping, which means nothing but good stuff for us here. I'm gonna have to not play a Drake here, because if I play a Drake here, it doesn't allow us to play the safekeeping to protect our creatures on the field, and we've almost got them dead here. We've already got six poison counters on our opponent here, so I mean, they're in trouble. This is it. This is game, actually. I really don't think there's anything that they can present to us to kill us except for Meat Hook Massacre. Okay, thank God. All right, well, that does, you know, protect their life a little bit. I was hoping they were going to try to run some removal out, though, like that. That's pretty helpful. All right, my turn. Let's go ahead and... man, I want to play this so bad, but the mana, I mean, look at our mana. It's just not allowing us to do so. This is going to gain them 3 life next turn. Or are they... Oh, no, this is going to become a creature. Man. How unfortunate is this? I have to play this. I have to play it. Because this is going to transform and get in our way. And if I mean, obviously trying to protect this another turn is what I want to do, but I also want to try to deal that one last toxic counter over the top. This is so brutal, man. If we would have just played this for green, we would have been fine. And I did not. Oh, this is unfortunate, man. Let's hope they don't have removal for Finn. I'm sure they do, but let's just pray they don't. Let's just pray that they don't. I think we can pull this out, man. 3 cards in hand. They can be running anything here. Anything. And they cycle out of land. That's game. Oh my God, we did it. We actually did it. Whoo, that was tough. That was tough. If we played this for green, we would have won easily. Oh my gosh, man, that's so great. All right, that was a very clean victory. We had the early game. We got it through quickly, and we got the poison counters down. Now we want to get some security bypass action. We're definitely going to. There's going to be games where we're going to get that down. And we might be able to beat people down with the security bypass, to be honest. All right, opponent goes first. We have Finn, but we have no way to really protect it. I still think we keep this hand because we have Finn, but yeah, it's going to be tricky. Especially because we don't get any turn 2 action here with this land. We're going to need another land. Nice, we do get it. We do get the land. Boros seems like it's going to be the play here, but gaining life is kind of out of the characteristics of Boros here, so it might not be. We'll see. We will see. Hopefully they play some creatures. That would be cool because we got, you know, ways to deal with creatures. Nice. We get a beautiful card and slip out the back. I love it. All right, don't love that. All right, this will put us a little farther out of the range of burn spells, which is great. I mean, white does run things, though, like Wandering Emperor, which is super annoying. Yes, 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 yes. I can't ask for better cards than this, man. We are top decking very well right now. Domnathi seems like a great play, but then I can't protect Finn, and protecting Finn is kind of the name of the game here. Protect the king. Finn is the king, and we got to protect them. All right, let's see what they do here. They get a land for free. Okay, they drop a lore hold, which means they're looking to reanimate probably on this turn. Seems kind of odd that they threw away a lore hold if they didn't have the play to make it happen. I don't know. We'll see. This is going to give them a lot of treasures if it dies. Sure, we got to get this through, right? So let's get this down. This might be a bad move just because they could get back the lore hold command and we're not going to have instant speed removal for it later. So I don't know, but I'm trying to get this damage through, you know what I'm saying? Getting there we go. We got lucky. We got the good top deck there. Okay, so we're going to play out Domnathi here, and we got safekeeping to protect Finn. We're also going to draw a card. Nice. Okay. Now we're dealing some serious toxic poison counters here. Let's go. End our turn. I probably really shouldn't have played that removal here because, again, like I said, they're going to probably have now the reanimation spell, the Invoke Justice or whatever it is. But they actually took the 2 cards, which was interesting. Maybe they don't have Invoke Justice then. That would indicate they were probably digging for it instead of taking the treasures, but... What is the move here? Burn down the house. Burn down the house. All right, that's fine. That's fine. All right, we're gonna go here. More green is always important. We need to find some more protection. Gotta find some more protection. So we're gonna look to draw a card here. Not it, Chief. That is not it, Chief. All right, they're at 6. And I mean, Rebuke is still a playable card here, so foretelling the Vengeful Reaper's not the move, especially when we could play it for its full 4 mana. It's not a big deal. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have lethal on board. They can put stuff in front to block. I have removal. They need removal here, and they have removal, but is it double? It is double. Wow. Okay, so we get 2 cards out of their hand then. So now let's look to maybe just smash them. Of course, we get that off the top. Why not? All right, let's just look to smash them here now. Might as well get going here on the damage. They're down to 10. I mean, we might just beat them on the beatdown. It's very possible. Rebuke is nice too, because again, if they find that reanimation spell on the lore hold command, we can just instant speed remove it. Not a problem at all. And we're dealing 5 damage here per turn. 2 slip out the backs. I really don't see how they can come back from this. I could have given us both 1/1, but I still have lethal, so I'm gonna just hold all my mana here for the slip out the backs and the rebukes. I probably had enough mana to do both. I probably could just give our creatures, you know, the 1/1, but it's fine. All right, so lore hold comes back. Lore hold dies. And that's game. Slip out the back to protect both of my creatures, and we win. I think, unless they have something I'm not expecting here, but I've got, like I said, I've got it covered here. Slip out the back takes care of pretty much every sort of removal spell. Nice. Nice. Oh, GG's. What a game, man. Holy cow. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. All right, we had 2 good games so far. I like the way it's feeling. All the protection, man. I mean, that's going to be the key. How much protection can we roll out, you know, over and over and over again? This is interesting. I have this and this, so I'm gonna keep it, especially because I can kind of protect it for a little while. But not the greatest hand. Gonna need to see some mana if I'm gonna be playing most of these cards. We're gonna need to see some more mana. So let's hope for some, you know, maybe a black source off the top. We also need double blue at some point. Gonna be tricky. Gonna be tricky, and I really don't like that they can just trade with this, no problems. All right, this might have to be a long game. We might have to play the long con here, especially because, again, these can block very easily, and they get... There's no threat to them in losing a creature, so... Let's see what they choose to discard here. Creature, enchantment, planeswalker. They got pretty much all the options. And they leave back an eye twitch very intelligently. All right, we are going to go here... I think we just passed the turn again. Got to keep that Tamiyo safekeeping open for shoot. That is brutal. Okay, not looking good for us. This particular matchup seeming to be a bit of a problem for us. Game's definitely not over yet, though. We have options. I mean, if we hit another blue source too, we can Memory Deluge, which can hopefully get us out a bit of this pickle here. All right, got to pass the turn though. Nothing to play it on this turn. Man, the worst possible thing would be getting a black source off the top. It wouldn't be terrible, but it's like we need double black to play Henrika, which would be awesome, but all right, well, that's unfortunate. Well, at least they're opening up the field here a little bit for us, right? So let's slip out the back here. You never know, this might come back to haunt them. They do get 2 cards though with the eye twitches, which is annoying. And they go for double environmentals. I like that. I like that. All right, come on. We need something here. All right, it is what it is. We'll take it, I guess. We can get down the Reaper for now. It is damage. It is damage. Down to 18. I mean, they might have made a mistake here. All right, that's fine. That's fine. They get cards though, and you know they got 4 of those. We know that for a fact. So it's like, you know, they're gonna find another one. All right, this is good stuff. We get Henrika down now, and then this will find us another card. And it's a blue source. Good. That means we can Memory Deluge, and we're feeling pretty good. And we can sacrifice the Vengeful Reaper to another invoke. Okay, so they're gonna be able to copy stuff unless I pay 2. We got to keep that in mind. We got to be able to pay 2. This is good. This is good. We also could make them sacrifice this. Do I care though about it? I mean, kind of, yeah. Well, if we transform, we're going to be gaining life, so maybe I don't really care about it. All right, yeah, I don't really care about it. Let's transform. We need the life gain. Life gain, and then we just end the turn and we look to Memory Deluge or potentially, you know, Tamiyo safekeeping. It's fine. I can't believe we might actually make it out of this game. It started out so bad. All right, that's fine. It does stink because we can't Memory Deluge, but that was important for us to play the Tamiyo there because we didn't want them to be able to kill our Henrika. Henrika is too valuable for us, especially when we're gaining all this life off of it. 2 mana left over. Okay, they get to look at my hand. That's fine. They get nothing out of my hand. Good. Good, good, good. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And we're looking for some sort of slip out the back effect, right? That's pretty good. A backup Henrika seems pretty good as well. I mean, we're going for the beatdown at this point, right? I mean, we're pretty late in the game for poison counters. I think Henrika's the play here. And we'll go here. We'll threaten the Tamiyo safekeeping, even though we don't really have it. All right, we're up to 11. They're down to 12. We're just going to keep going tit for tat here. Let's hope their last two cards aren't super great. Obviously, Invoke Despair would be the worst possible scenario. Blood on the Snow would not be great. That's fine. We can live with that. There goes our Memory Deluge, though. It's fine. We can connive here. And we can kind of pump up our Henrika for more damage, which is also nice. Looks like they have some instant speed magic, though. Look, we hate that. We hate that. Okay. Might as well, right? Let's do it like that because we have blue mana, right? We have blue mana to play. So if we do find a slip out the back, we're good. We can still use it. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I tapped specifically that way because if we drew into a Tamiyo or something like that, or some instant speed magic for green, which there are some in our deck, we wanted to make sure we had enough green to cast it. So just being safe on my mana consumption there and how I used it. Because we had blue, in case we get a slip out the back, we still have mana to play that as well. All right, we're doing okay, though. I mean, we should be able to close this out, I hope. But we are taking 7 now a pop. Make that 8. All right, down to 3. Yikes, man. Yikes. Okay. Let's get in there. Let's get in there and see what we get off the top of the deck. We need something big here. Some removal would be nice. I mean, the flood is real. Let's be real here. All right, well, we're gonna have to drop a land. And we're also gonna have to play this. Because they're dealing 7 damage here, plus the 1. So I gotta be able to block. That is so unbelievably unfortunate. But, you know, it is what it is. How did we not connive better than that? There's so many things we could have gotten off the top of our deck that would have been fine, but we just weren't able to find it, man. Let's hope, though, they can't remove this Henrika and we'll be all right. That's 6 damage coming through, plus the 1, though, from the Trespasser if they hit, what, a creature? Which does make it lethal. Well, it's okay, though. I mean, again, we played it pretty well. I mean, we played it best we could. We would have probably been able to win next turn, but yeah, just unfortunate there. If the connives would have been better, if we didn't get absolutely flooded, we would have had a really good shot at winning that game. So, and it was a really bad matchup. So ultimately, I'll take it, I guess. All right, let's hope we don't run into another mono blacklist. I really don't want to have to face that again. I just don't think that's a very good matchup for us, if I'm being honest, just because they have a lot of things they can sacrifice, and they don't really care too much for Death Touch. So, but this hand, though, much better because we do have Finn and we have the bypass, which is everything we really need to succeed. And we got green, blue, and then we do still need a black source off the top, which is fine. We'll get there. I'm sure we'll get there. I like this a lot. I think we're gonna have a very good game here, I think. Going first as well. Pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Finn will have to find us a land, though. And it should be a blue source if we want to, you know, chance at survival here. All right, there we go. That'll work. That will work. Blue. Let's go Finn. Let's hope there's no, you know, Infernal Grasp here. Infernal Grasp will definitely throw off the rest of our game. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case. Obviously, we saw the problematic issues of you know, what is it? Invoke Despair. Obviously, having to sacrifice a creature stuff. This does avoid that, though. That does not, though. Yikes. Okay, well. Unfortunate. That just kind of blew up our whole plan in one turn there. Yikes. Okay, well, let's get the Drake down and... Okay, never mind. Let's not get the Drake down. All right, we get the Finn, and we actually have the security bypass as well as the slip out the back, so we're still chilling. As scary as that was, we immediately corrected, which is great. All right, the heavy. That's annoying, I can't lie. But we do have removal for it, so that's why we have this in the deck. That is why this exists. Easy peasy, get that out of my face. And we get it for 1. But the toxic counter is all we care about. The poison counter. I keep saying toxic counter. I gotta stop saying that. It's a poison counter. Tenacious underdog. That's fine. Still no removal from our opponent, which feels great. We are looking, though, still for another blue land because we need to be able to play the bypass. And now we can play the bypass a lot more comfortably thanks to the Tameo here. Love that. Get in there. And we get to connive. Love that. Drake. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can keep the Drake because it's more poison counters. And let's go here. Now we have 2 ways to protect the Finn. And they've got damage on board. I mean, 4 damage a turn is a lot, but we've already got them down to 2 poison counters, which feels great. All right, so they're looking to destroy the Finn. And we say no. We also gain a bit of life there, which is so clutch. Super clutch. It's a lot of red mana, not a lot of black, so I'm sure they really are hoping for some more swamps off the top of their deck. All right, get in there, Finn. Do your thing. That can go, and we are going to look to play the Drake, which will end the game if we can close it here. We're looking to close here. I guess I should have played that for black just in case, but we do win the game, so GG's. I mean, if they don't have removal, that is. Which it looks like they don't. And even if they did, we had to slip out the back, so. They could have blocked Finn here because we're not attacking alone, but I guess they didn't keep that in mind. So, oh well, GG's. We got the poison counter win again. Love that. Man, Finn just going off with the bypass, man. The bypass plus Finn. Now that's a match made in heaven. Oh man, oh man. Bypass and Finn. I knew that'd be a good combo, but the fact that we have so much protection in green and blue right now too for 1 mana is really what makes this deck thrive. Because getting down the Finn and giving it bypass is one thing, but to not have it ever get removed from the battlefield is another. It's like, it just takes a couple of hits and you got yourself the victory. We definitely can't keep this. This is better. This is better. I am going to drop the Reaper. Even though it's more playable at this time than the Nathi, I think it's still the card we want to send away because Enrica can draw us a card which might be relevant down the road. What do we need more of? Green or black? Probably black, right? I don't know if Finn's going to survive here. I'm going to be completely honest with you. We don't exactly have a ton of protection for it right now, and we are up against a Jund deck, so might not survive. All right. It does get an attack through. If I had any blue, I'd feel a lot better about this. I mean, that's kind of desperate. You have no creatures out there and you're playing fight rigging already. Missed out on their land, or they missed out on their creatures that they needed. And so Finn just pecks away with another poison counter. And now they're at 4. I mean, we're getting within range. If we find a blue source. Sorry, my son just broke into my room. My wife grabbed him. All right, we're definitely going to blow that up. This is so clutch here. So clutch. And I mean, we are getting mana screwed at the moment, but still looking super solid with 6 poison counters. Come on, blue. I need you. I need you off the top, blue. Really, really need this blue off the top. But they're running so many colors here, man. I've been seeing a lot of 5-color nonsense lately. Like a lot. And this is no different. Wow. This game is testing my patience, huh? Testing my patience. One game you get, you know, infinite lands. Next game you get no lands. It's how it works, man. It's how it works. If we find a blue source, though, I mean, we get to slip right through with the security bypass and win the game, which would be wild. Nope. Finn gets immediately removed off the field, which means there goes our whole game plan. And there's our blue source. Would you look at that? Oh man, that's brutal. That is brutal. I had just as many Henricas as I did lands. That's wild. All right, Henrica back to my hand. I discard a card. Man. Okay. That seems odd. That seems odd that they didn't bounce that back to my hand. Because they want to exile it. Got it. Not that odd anymore. Not that odd. Hold the phone. No, they bounce. They're going to bounce something back to my hand. But then I slip out the back. And then we're in like Flynn. All right, we're good. We're good. Let's go. I think we got this. We're in like Flynn, or in this case, we're in like Finn. Get it? All right. Finn is now untouchable for the next turn. And then Finn will also get the security bypass. And we will win the game. And I don't think they're ready for that. Obviously, we do have to worry about removal, but we haven't seen anything from our opponent showing us any removal yet. And they play a Titan of Industry. And that will seal the deal, ladies and gentlemen. We officially, well, not officially yet. Let's see what this card is that they get free. Yeah, we officially win the game. Look at this board state right now and tell me how in the world we won this. Oh my goodness. That is phenomenal. Unreal, dude. We just beat a 5-color deck when they were actually popping off with 2 Kami Wars and a Titan of Industry. Unbelievable. I mean, come on, guys. Like, that was pretty sweet. Oh, that was a pretty sweet game right there. Oh, that was beautiful, man. That was beautiful. All right, what do we got here? We got... First, I guess we can make this work. If we find a Finn, I mean, this is amazing, but we got to find Finn, that is. Gonna sneeze, hold on. Yikes, I've been sneezing a lot today. Yeah, it sucked. We have a big storm rolling through right now, so it's really screwing me up. Yeah, it's like thundering outside and stuff right now. It's wild. All right, Valky, you get nothing, unfortunately for you. But you do see my hand, which I don't like. I would rather you didn't see my hand. Not bad. I think we play this, though, and then we play the security bypass. We have slip out the back, which is chef's kiss, and we just start beating them down. Start beating them down, looking to connive. Get a lot of 1-1 counters here. Maybe just go for the beatdown play, protect the Drake the best we can. If we keep drawing into, you know, things like that, we can protect it really well. So let's just get it big enough to where we can actually safely threaten their life total and maybe, you know, a couple shots end the game. The Master's Rebuke is nice, but I don't think it's necessary. Unless they get something out that's really, really big, I don't think it's really necessary. I don't like that they got that down, though, because they could get like a Goldspan Dragon down pretty quick, which would be a little unfortunate. All right, I'm looking for actually a Memory Delusion off the top. That'd be great, because the more I connive and throw away things, the more I'm gonna want, you know, the more refined my hand is gonna get, and the less things I'm gonna want to throw away. You know what I mean? Oh baby, say it ain't so. Let's do it. Seems fine to me. Seems a-okay to me. Do we let them kill Finn, though, and just really focus on the Drake's protection? I'm telling you guys, that might be the move. That might be the move. Wish there was a way to give the Drake double strike at some point in this game, but we don't have anything that does that in our deck. So they're running green as well. Okay. Seems like we've been dealing with that thing a lot lately. Glad we're running the Rebuke, man. Well, they're gonna get a treasure here, so let's just wait and see. Okay, they're not. Nice. See you later, Showdown. Shakedown, sorry, Shakedown, not Showdown. All right, we're chilling. They got no mana to use. We're looking good. Yeah, I'm just going to keep attacking it with the Drake here. We might get him dead before we can even get all 10 counters on it, but we'll try. We have 2 win cons here, which is nice. 2 potential win cons. Definitely dropping a land here. I might hang on to this land. There's really no reason for us to play it. We might need to connive it away again, which is why I need the memory deluge. I need to kind of refuel my hand with more cards so I can get going on the conniving a little bit more. See, now that's a problem though, because now next turn, if this thing starts to get, you know, if it loses its summoning sickness, they're going to start copying some really big threats. I'm afraid of Goldspan Dragon in particular. I'm really shocked with the colors they're running. I haven't seen removal yet. And as soon as I say that, there's some removal. Where are they going with it? Interesting. I think indestructibility will work just fine here. Gaining 2 life. Not bad. We are just a very annoying deck. Like we're a huge nuisance of a deck, that's for sure. Like we're being such a nuisance to our opponent right now. What's it gonna be? Opponent has no mana left over. Their priority hold is happening, I think, because Valkyrie's trigger. They're just gonna always have that ability. All right, well, we're gonna have to get rid of another land, it looks like, again. Feels bad, man. Which means we're not gonna deal nearly as much damage. I think the poison counters might be the move here. We'll see. Come on. What's taking so long here, man? You only got the Valky. I think they're just mad. I don't know. I can't tell. DC mad or maybe they're just busy. They're probably watching a YouTube video. Been there. All right, we get the 3 damage across. We get another Finn poison counter, and we get to draw a card. Please don't be a land. Anything but a land. Just don't make me upset. All right, that's not a land. I guess that's fine. Does make our creature bigger, and we don't need it, so kind of best case scenario as far as a card to throw away, but it's still not a memory deluge, which means it's net negative. Sorry. Allergies, man. Holy cow. I was doing so good this season. And then monsoon season hits. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the monsoon seasons in Arizona, but it is crazy. See, at this point, I would say I would switch my attention to the Drake if I'm being honest. Pretty smart though to hit the security bypass there, but we slip out the back, which protects it. So I probably should have saved that slip out the back though. There's an argument to be said to have saved that, because our opponent here, man, I don't know. They don't have any blockers for the Drake, right? So it's like, who knows? They're looking to treasure though, and they're really close to Blood on the Snow too. So that's why I say maybe I should have saved that, but at the same time, I mean, we should be able to connive into something at this point. Like, we're so far into the game. Like, we've only seen 2 protection spells. We gotta find something else here. I could be attacking it with the Finn too, by the way, but they can double triple block, so definitely don't want to ruin the ability to get these poison counters. Could be very much relevant down the road. Come on, something like indestructibility or slip out the back. I need one of those 2 cards off the top here. Unfortunate. We are now officially susceptible to Blood on the Snow, but we also have lethal by playing the Drake here. So it all comes down to this. This is the turn to decide everything. This is the turn to decide the whole game. Do you have Blood on the Snow or do you not? It's going to come down to that. Or any sort of removal for my Drakes at all. The odds are definitely in their favor. The odds are highly in their favor, because all they got to do is remove one of these Drakes and they're pretty well protected. They got 3 cards in hand, all the snow mana they can ask for. It just comes down to this. No shot. Did we really pull another game out? I'm like not shocked that we pulled another game out here. I'm shocked that this particular matchup we pulled this one out because they have so much. They had to have so much removal. They have to. The fact that they're running all snow mana means that they should be running things like Blood on the Snow, Frostbite, Blizzard Brawl, everything under the sun, and they didn't have any removal here. Wow, crazy. I mean, we'll take it though. We'll take it. Another W under Finn. Holy cow, Finn is rocking and rolling. All right, one last game for the road. I'm so impressed at how this deck's performed. Even if we lose this game, it is still amazing how well we actually pulled off the Finn deck today, man. I was worried about this one, but Finn has been looking solid. All right, we're going to keep this. We have Finn. We have a way to clear the lane for an attack at least one turn. We'll see. We'll see what we can do here. If we get some protection, a bypass would be nice. You know, all these extra Finns, though, not a bad thing to have. Not a bad thing to have in your pocket. All right, that's got to be Play with Fire, right? It's got to be. I hope it is. If it's Play with Fire, it's an irrelevant card. Strangle, though, comes to mind, too. Yikes. Strangle would be pretty bad. Oh, I want to put that on there so bad, but I don't think I can justify it because we're gonna get killed by something here. I can almost guarantee it. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Let's go ahead and play the Drake out and see again if maybe it's a Play with Fire. I mean, I hope it is, and I hope they blow up the Drake. That would at least, you know, and maybe it stops the priority holds. It would make me feel a lot better about playing the bypass. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. So it's a Grixis list that's running rogues. Seems familiar. Seems very familiar, but Voltage Surge, okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Nice. They could have attacked there. I don't know why they wouldn't have played that prior to combat, but it's fine. We'll take what we can get. And that was definitely something they kind of messed up a little bit on. All right, let's go, Finn. Do your thing. Get in there for another poison counter. Let's connive. Hopefully some protection. No. All right, well. Guess we drop you because we need the lands, I think, for the rebuke. And yeah, for right now, this is good enough. I just don't have any protection for the Finn, but they are working off of burn spells, which is a good thing for us. All right, I don't want them to mill me out anymore. Could be very much relevant if they're playing, you know, if they're playing Xerath Sand and stuff like that. So let's just try to minimize the amount of things they can steal from my graveyard here. All right. If they had played that 5th land and then attacked, I would have maybe looked to hold that removal for Xerath Sand, but they didn't. They attacked prior, so. Gosh darn it. Okay. I mean, it is what it is, but it's just not a protection spell. And if we don't have protection spell, we're kind of in a cruddy spot. All right, let's go with blue and say go. I mean, we have a backup Finn, though, so if they're going to remove something, they're going to focus on the Finn, right? And if they focus on the Finn, I could drop another Finn, hit them with the Drake, and hopefully repeat that process one more time for the victory. Should be a, you know, open and shut here, I hope. All right, they got me down to 13. They get a treasure. Could make a pretty solid play here with all this mana they have. They have 6 mana available to them. 3 cards in hand. I'm a little scared, I can't lie. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And it's just enough to kill my Finn. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. All right, well, we're still in this. Not as much as I would have liked to have been in this, but we are still in this. If we top deck our hasty flyer, that could be something. Or bypass. I was just gonna say, or bypass again would be phenomenal. Oh man, they're holding priority now though. What is the priority hold about? No way. If they have removal here, I'm gonna be so upset because we haven't drawn into a single protection spell. We have so many in the deck. Like, don't make me pay for this. Ah, I see. Okay. So I can pay 2 and pay 2 again. Oh, that's like the last thing I expected them to do. I should have definitely played the land prior to this attack had I read that they were going to play this, but there's no way I could have known that they were going to play Make Disappear. I haven't been seeing a whole lot of Make Disappear. It's fine though. They have to block this, so if they don't, they're screwed. And now they're on the top deck, so they're top decking at the moment, and they have a Hive, which is a little bit annoying, but if they don't discard here, we know they got something good. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Oh, we don't have a second black source? Oh, you dingus. Why did you not play that for black? Wow, that was my bad. Well, they're going to kill this Finn anyways at some point with this being able to tap and whatnot. So let's make this trade and play out the other Finn. Wow, that's so unfortunate. I can't believe I didn't play another black source there. And I can't believe they let an attack go through. What is happening right now? What is happening right now? All right, we just need one more poison counter. I'm baffled as to why they let that attack go through. Oh, this is going to be good. I need this. I need this big time. That'll work. Another black source. All right. No attacks. No attacks. We just got to get one more poison counter through. So let's protect the Finn. This was a really bad game for me. I can't believe I played this for blue earlier. I should have probably paid a little more attention to what was going on there. All right. I think we protect it. I think it's a fine protection play there. We get the 1/1 counter on it. They do have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage if they want to try to attack me here with everything, which is unlikely because if I return fire at all, they lose the game. So hopefully we can make some magic happen here, man. I need some magic to happen here. And now they can just do this hastily. It's so annoying. All right. That thing's going to die anyway, so they're going to send it for damage, which is unfortunate. And then it dies again, and then we take more damage. It's coming down to the wire. This is good. We're going to gain some life here. This is good stuff. This is very, very good stuff. All right, so we're going to transform the Henrika. And then the Henrika is going to fight and gain us some life here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's hope it can stay alive, though. That's the big thing, right? All right. No attacks. Maybe we do attack. Maybe we do attack. I don't know. What's the move here? We have another Finn, right? So do we attack in or do we just hold the Master's Rebuke? Maybe attacking in is the move. And the reason I say this is because maybe it is the move because I could kill both Blood Harvesters if they double block here, right? If I'm doing the math on that correctly. I think Death Touch is a tricky thing to talk about here. Wow, they're just going to block with 1. Okay. Either way, pretty good value for me there. And then I could have played the Finn on the follow-up turn. I was hoping maybe they double block there. I think we kill both of those creatures there if that's the case that they block, because they don't kill with the first one, and then we deal damage to the second one as well. And I think if I would have done that and they killed this Finn, they wouldn't have expected another Finn for the final kill, and we could have slipped a Finn on the board and finished it with Henrika and really surprised them. So maybe that was the idea at least. Okay, so another iteration off the top. Such a good top deck, man. We're gaining 3 life this turn, so they don't know that yet, which is really, really nice. They might attack in here and kind of send the whole gang to try to close this game out. And we're going to Master's Rebuke, gaining 3 life, and make another block, maybe gaining another 3. And then we should be able to win the game. Such a great instant speed removal card. When you're talking about Death Touch, that is the card you should definitely be going with. I'm very curious as to why our opponent didn't activate the hive there. That's what I was kind of hoping for. That would have been the better play, I think, for them, not knowing that my hand has this obviously in the deck. They should have activated the hive, attacked him with everybody, and then they would have threatened, you know, potentially lethal, if I'm not mistaken. All right, beautiful. Nothing for the reflection to copy. Nothing for the reflection to copy. We gain some life. They can obviously instant speed. Wow, they don't even do that. Why would they not harvester at instant speed there and kill my Enrica? I don't know. They played that very strangely. Even if they played that correctly, I still probably would have won. Even if they, I don't even know. I say correctly when I don't think I have ground to stand on to tell someone how to play correctly. But if they would have activated the hive, which is what I would have done, and kind of swung with everybody, we still would have had a really good play because we could have blown up the hive and made a really good block against one of the you know, the blood type harvesters. We would have gained 6 life. So they played that really awkwardly, and then I had to answer in an awkward way, which they should have sacked this and killed my Henrika in response. And then all they would have to worry about is the Finn, but they obviously don't have a way to deal with Finn clearly. But I mean, would have gave them a better shot. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just talking through the play to just kind of maybe see if there was another way out of that for them, but maybe not. GG. That's going to do it for today's gameplay footage, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. We are going to break the deck down now in full, but before I do so, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who's made it this far into the video. I do appreciate you so very much for that. It helps a lot with the YouTube algorithm, so thanks for sticking with me all the way to the end. That being said, let's talk about the list. So today was all about Finn. Finn is a card I never really had a chance to play. I never really thought this card was great. Obviously what it does is very, very cool, and I know why a lot of people enjoy this card. I enjoy it myself, but it never had a really good build around because there wasn't a lot of things we could do with Finn and protect it, you know what I'm saying? But these days there's so many 1-drop instant speed protection spells, which is why I built this deck. I thought Finn the Fangbearer paired with security bypass would just be such a cool idea. And then I thought to myself, well, how am I going to keep this thing alive? And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, Sultai offers things like slip out the back, Tameo safekeeping. So that's kind of where the deck started, and then from there we kind of built around the deck. So we landed on you know, we obviously want to go wide if we can, so we landed on some early death touchers like the Blight Blade. We also have the Needleborn Drake, or Needlethorn Drake, sorry. It's a 2-drop flyer, which is pretty elusive. And then we have Henrika, which actually turned out to be really good. I'm actually really happy. I think this card actually plays pretty poorly in a lot of decks that I build. As far as the cards I would normally cut, it's usually this card. But in this particular deck, it works really, really well. And it actually got us back into a lot of games with this lifelink and things like that. And then also Vengeful Reaper, because it has haste, which is really cool because we can just kind of flash this in and win a game out of nowhere. And then we had to add in 2 Memory Deluges because the early build on this deck, it kind of ran out of gas early. You know, we would connive, which was great, but we were spending our mana and our spells pretty much every single turn to protect our creatures, and we kind of ran out of juice at some point in the game. So having 2 Memory Delusions is nice, and especially because we connive, we can kind of throw one of these away and then get it back from flashback later into the game. And Master's Rebuke is probably the best removal spell you can ask for in this deck because it's 2 mana, instant speed, and it basically works as a kill anything because of our death touch mechanics. So that's kind of how the deck came to be. And as far as options that you can kind of add or, you know, look at changing in the deck, all you really have to do is, you know, type in your keyword death touch into your you know, your filter on top. Sorry, my game is frozen. All right, death touch at the filter at top, and you can kind of look and see what sort of things offer death touch and how you can kind of go tribal there. The bad news on this is I think I've got the best creatures you can ask for in the deck. I think that part is kind of covered. We went through all the creatures we could look at. There is a card that I'm actually pretty interested in, Sereth. This card gives all your creatures death touch if they're tapped, and then hexproof if they're on tapped, which is really cool. I think this would work really well, but we already have a ton of death touch creatures as it is. So this card could play really well with Finn if we had a lot of, you know, really elusive creatures that aren't necessarily death touch. We can give them death touch later with the Sereth, but I feel like that was just one additional step we didn't want to have to take. It would have just added one more piece to the puzzle that we would have needed to accomplish grabbing. So I didn't think it made the cut. You know what I'm saying? We also tried to play Body Launderer, which is pretty cool. Maybe to get some reoccursion. If everything dies, we can bring something back. But this card as well, didn't really manage to make the cut of the deck either. We tried it, it didn't seem to work. It always seemed pretty clunky every time we played it. And as far as our 1-drops, I know a lot of people are running the Fang of Shigeki, and you might be thinking to yourself, well, why, it doesn't really matter which one you run. Well, this one I feel like you probably shouldn't run over the Blightblade, and the only reason I say that is because it's an enchantment creature, which means that there are more options for it to be removed. There are cards that do target enchantments on removal, that may not necessarily, you know, target a creature. So it's very unlikely, but there is that one game maybe down the road where you're going to be regretting playing this, you know, Shigeki, if they say, you know, if they have a Boseiju or something like that, you know what I mean? So just something to consider. But ultimately I like the way ours is built out. The protection spells we chose, I think, are phenomenal. Obviously Slip Out the Back is just ridiculously good. And the fact that we can play Tamiyo offensively when they play kill spells when we're attacking is nice, and then Slip Out the Back a little more defensively for sweepers on their turn is really cool. I think it works really, really well together, and I'm very, very surprised at how well the deck actually performed today. I think you're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, if I'm being honest. But if you guys have any ideas on how to change the deck and make it any better, of course, leave it in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. And today is Wednesday, so there should be a live stream tonight here on the YouTube channel, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, huge shout out to the Marty Mob. Thank you guys so much for being part of the Marty Mob and helping grow the channel, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I gotta make sure I give these guys the love at every single video at the end, because they actually keep the lights on here, and they keep the channel going. So gotta say thank you to them. They are the members here on the channel, if you don't know. Our membership program is down below. It's a little join button. If you don't see a join button, there's a link in the description, but they help support the channel monetarily through their monthly membership. So I got to give a huge shout out and thank you to them. And that will conclude today's video, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Until next time, peace.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap,